almost got involved in an armed robbery.
No, that's something I haven't.
Somebody had planned an armed robbery on an electronics store to get like a bunch of hardware to sell like on to people to make money. I don't know what the motivation was, but they told me I would get money if I was in on it, running away with the items, like running into a car. Oh man, that was fucking like they started planning and shit. They even had guns, and it was like, holy shit, is this about to happen? Oh man, yeah, it's the same dudes I used to hang out with. We did many things, which is why I need to think because I don't want to get in trouble. Uh, yeah, but I never did end up robbing them. The store. I don't remember if they did, but I almost got involved in one. So this was in like elementary school. I had this dude who kept like trying to bully me, but it didn't really work. So I decided to get revenge for him being a nuisance, and so what I did, I went to his house, and I knew he had a bunch of pet bunnies, like little tiny bunnies and a mama bunny. And what I did is that I took the mama bunny and I threw it out in the forest, and then I and then I hid all the baby bunnies in a trash can.
Sorry about that.
And the same week,
the
the trash car came and picked it up, and the old baby bunnies died. So I basically ended up killing all the baby bunnies, and throwing out the mama bunny just because someone was being a dick to me.
I did.
Okay. See, there was a time where, I was very young at this part. I don't exactly think, let's see. This is a secret me and my brother kept long ago. Let's see. We had a small dog about, what size count? Okay, so on here, the couch is about this small. A chihuahua, basically. She was loving, she was caring, a lot of the different characteristics we liked about her. She was kind, she was respectful, of course. She loved to lick us a lot. You can wake up in the morning, she'll jump on your bed, lick the crap out of you. Until you can't breathe. Because you'll be laughing too much, because her lips can tickle your face if you're ticklish. Some years after, we did something that I'm frankly not proud of. One day, and remember, I said this was when we were younger. When we were younger at that point, we thought it was a good idea to, how's a good way to put this without going overboard? Okay, we bought outside to, get some exercise. We were young back then, so we were, stupid. For some dumb reason I can't recall, we smashed her blessed body on the ground like 5 times. We picked her up and smashed her back down on the floor. I don't even remember why.
Seems like a good idea.
Recent relationship. At a park.
So as I say, Val, how are you today?
And I mean, at a park, so like, and then stuff happened. But like, yeah, it's I can't even explain that. Oh, on the playset. Yeah, so like the top of the playset, and like this family before like it happened, like this like little kid and her dad walked by while we were like making out, and it was really awkward. The kid was like walking past with his dad, right? And then like he goes, "What are they doing?" And I like immediately hopped off of him because I was like on him, and like we were like just going
Mega
at it, but like
have a hug.
yeah.
What?
It was an elementary school.
No.
Where did it go?
No.
That makes it even 10 times worse. I can just imagine
It happened that many times. That many
2
times.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I can just imagine a little kid looking out the school window, like, "Hey, what are those two doing?"
Yeah.
And then
So
you see someone
nobody
getting a
was there, right? 'Cause it was like
slaughter. first time I see my family in Tennessee when I was 12 or 13. This is a year after fracturing my back in a jet ski accident. And
Ow.
when we're down there, my family's super nice, super chill. They live in mountains, so obviously the stereotype is cousin fucking, all that good stuff, right? So I'm down there, and one of my cousins, who's a year older than me, she is super nice, like one of the nicest girls I've ever met. It's not gonna go like that, trust me. So, because I've never really had like good talking with girls. Like I'm very bashful and very shy in real life. I just can't do it. I get very depressed and social anxiety because my first ever girlfriend, fucked my best friend behind my back. So that's a story for another time. But so I'm down there and we're talking, just having a good time, and eventually got to the end of the day where I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go back. When I'm walking back, my cousin tries to kiss me. I shit you not. I push her away. I push her away, and I'm like, I'm not into that. I'm sorry. Like, I just can't. And so I didn't tell anyone in my family about this because, that would just cause a bunch of disturbance. And, like, it's not that big of a deal. I'm 13. So it happens every time I go back to visit.
No, we won't do that.
That's a little
Every time.
weird, dude.
And then she tried to do it when my grandpa died. They came up from Tennessee to where I live in Ohio.
Oh my
And she tried to do it too all the time. And
That's
it creeps me out because, the stereotypes when people says, "Oh, you're a cousin fucker."
No, this is definitely not.
I'm not the cousin fucker. My cousin is the cousin fucker.
Skin is way cooler.
So, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I can't really argue with that point, but it's super weird.
I once broke a $500 vase that was an antique in my family and blamed it on the cat.
There was this one time in third grade that there's this kid who's a douchebag to me, and the one day I saw he had 150 Pokemon cards just sitting there, and I thought, hey, let me just swipe them, and I did. Now they're all gone. So
I've tried committing suicide 73 times already.
In 5th grade, stabbed this kid through the hand with a pencil and forced him not to tell anyone.
Okay, last summer I used to sneak out of my house, like 24/7.
Junior year of high school, I slept with the teacher 3 times.
Was it a boy or a girl?
Female, she had the most lubshious.
Wait, who?
Fadumpadunk.
Wait, what? Who?
Most lubshious. Fadumpadunk.
Isn't
Mostly friends with 16 and up, and I'm 13.
I mean, I scammed a pedophile for $3,000. They were my ex. I got groomed by them, and so I took their money.
I murdered one of my pets. Yeah, it was probably with a stone like a big rock. I think it was like a parrot that would not shut up. It would keep screaming. And one day I just had it, and I can't remember. As I already said, it's been years, but I most likely just knocked it dead with a stone. Because I was like, shut up! And I'm like, with the stone, and apparently I killed him. I still regret it to this day, honestly.
My original father, my actual father, I live with my stepfather now, but my actual father, he got, really sick. I think it was like a cancer in his livers or something like that. And it's just being there at his death that night basically gave me the option to be there with him before he died, because he was going to die that night. And I regret it because I said no, and I didn't know what was going to happen until the next day I figured out he was dead at the couch.
Does anybody know how to get further down?
So that's really
a way. I just forgot.
it, and I kind of regret it from this day. I I still kind of had like flashbacks from it, and so yeah, that's really it.
I murdered 2 people.
Okay. My deepest darkest secret in real life, I lost my virginity to a woman at the age of 13. This morning we had plans to go to a fucking amusement park, and she couldn't even walk the next morning, so it was really hard for her.
Add
Subscribe to Daryl
whiteflash44 on Snapchat and subscribe to Don't Help Me on YouTube. Hit the for
Okay,
notifications.
thanks for doing the work for me.